First of the day, off, feel away. Oh, slow to go was another way. Another Charmer's bounced out well. Minimal comes with it. Down on the inside to Corborn Tick, Apollo King. Behind those to No Tinkerbell, Shane McBell. Further back to Chief Baxter, and another way is last. They're on the swing here in Corborn Tick. Minimal comes after it, but down towards the line goes Corborn Tick. Corborn Tick will beat Minimal. Home for third is No Tinkerbell on the outside. Behind those came another Charmer, Apollo King. They were pretty close together. Just back behind those to Shane McBell. No Chance another way, and Chief Baxter. They were very slow out, and they were the last two to go by. Corborn Tick, number 5 here. Too good. Scampered away, and will score pretty nicely. Lucky's on the trip, getting down to the boxes. Racing, feel away. Out best as Rangitata Raider, hit the front. Slow to go was Jimmy Hammer. He's right out the back door. Driving up on the outside, Stenson, there's a whole bunch, but whipping around is Tulip Muncher to take over. Moon and Sea comes with it. Stenson, Cool Dexter. In behind those, running on through the pack is Jimmy Hammer. Up they come, good go here. Tulip Muncher in front. Coming after it, Stenson, the inside out wide. Moon and Sea, 3 of them. Moon and Sea, Tulip Muncher and Stenson. They're almost in a line. Behind those was Cool Dexter. The next to go by, tucked in behind them to Regalin and Jimmy Hammer. Back behind those to Rangitata Raider, and I think Cool Dexter was, though he was up a bit tidier. Good go here. Moon and Sea might have nabbed them all out wide. Tulip Muncher and Stenson were knuckling down to it. And Moon and Sea appeared right on the outside. Really closed off the race in good style. Set, racing. He's out well too, Robbie McBell. Oh, a couple slow here. Crystal Flame and Where's Candy, forget them. One of the best out is going to be Wally Baxter, gets to the front. Something wrong here with Robbie McBell. He's drifted back through the pack. Running into second spot, another Russ, and then came Princely Count. The rest of history. Up they come here. Wally Baxter has the leader. Wally Baxter, another Russ comes after it. Wally Baxter beats another Russ. Clady Noir's got up to grab third, I think. From Princely Count, and then we have Robbie McBell, who was entirely not happy in the whole race. Behind those to James McBell, and then Crystal Flame and Where's Candy, and they both botched the start very badly. Number 4, Wally. Too good here. It was an odd race, wasn't it? 2 of them just walked out. The one made a good beginning, Robbie McBell, but he just wasn't galloping at all sweetly. And he disappeared back through the traffic. Nearly there. Racing. Command a good line. Sally out, but another Key beats it to the lead, and going up to join those is Dirk the Jerk on the outside. Kingman follows it. Up on the inside to Glory Hogan. Back behind those to Masker and Thrilling Shrimp, and last is Going Pronto. On the bend out wide, Dirk the Jerk. Sally the inside. Dirk the Jerk, too good though. Runs away and will score very nicely over Sally. Glory Hog is third. Fourth and might be another Key. Over on the outside of it to Thrilling Shrimp. Kingman was with those to Masker, and Going Pronto was the last one to go by. Tradesman-like performance here from Dirk the Jerk. He wasn't the best out, but shortly after just muscled his way to the top. Sally tried hard, but too good. Even went wide on the turn, but he's just got too big a motor. Dirk the Jerk. There was nice money around this dog early. Lucky's on the takeoff roll, nearly there. Racing. On a good line, missing it a touch was Nina Baxter, and also Technic slow to go, rocketing out of Brassador, hits the front, coming after it 3 lengths away to All About Echo. Right behind those then is Technics. Then we've got in a strung outfield, Thrilling Hunt. Further back behind those then is Fontaine. The back 3 are a mile away. Homeward bound here in a Brassador. Still has about 3 to spare. All About Echo's flattening out and coming after a Brassador who's still holding. A Brassador gets there just. All About Echo. Behind those came Fontaine, got to 3rd. 4th, not sure. Making ground was Hip Hop Sophia. Back on the inside of those then to Technic, and behind those never in the race. Well back were Heritage Watch and Nina Baxter. A Brassador, number 6. See what I mean about a tidy puppy. He's not bad, this dog. Lucky's on the roll. Deborah Bay 1. Set, racing. Deborah Bay pounced out at high speed, just a touch slow to go was Born to Beam on the outside. Deborah Bay has the lead. Coming after it, Glenna's Goodsy. Behind those came Subterfuge. Born to Boom's got a bit to do here. It's back behind Big John Cannon and Sailor's Collar as they turn and go. Glenna's Goodsy's hit the lead. Going wide was Deborah Bay. Down to the line, Glenna's Goodsy. Deborah Bay rattling late, Born to Boom, and then Subterfuge. Another Jeweller's back behind those. It's going to be followed in by Big John Cannon, Sailor's Collar, and Gone Rogue is the last to go by. 3, Glenna's Goodsy. Deborah Bay had them, but went very wide on the home turn. The 3 was chasing hard and didn't need that opportunity. Went out from 1, was wide, got over near the rail here. Have a look at Born to Boom. Man, that dog really did make ground late. Set, racing. Good breakaway too. One of the best out was What I Like on the inside, but up to Colliver, Bound to Erupt on the outside, goes to the lead. Thrilling Marty runs to 2nd. Thrilling Spell 3rd. Next on the inside of those then is Another Fan, and over the outside of Another Fan to What I Like. Another Liz as well back, and LB McLeod is last day swinging, and Bound to Erupt has 3 to spare. Down towards the line, Thrilling Marty gives chase, but Bound to Erupt, Thrilling Marty. Another Liz might have grabbed 3rd from Thrilling Spell. Behind those came What I Like. The next to go by is Another Fan, and LB McLeod is the last one to go by. Oh, no worries at all. Bound to Erupt just motored to the lead early in the race. Thrilling Marty gave chase, but that's all he was doing, just following about 3 lengths away, couldn't get anywhere near it. And Bound to Erupt scores very nicely here. Running at least the lower closing. Nearly there. Off, field away. Slow to go was Timely Reminder on the outside. One of the best to begin is Definer, and Southern Lights driving up on the inside pinches the lead. Then Dallas Baxter and Hyde Baxter. Just behind those, tucked away in the inside. Tatum Baxter goes forward around those. A bit further back then, 2 Springs Eternal. And well back is Lynn Baxter on the turn, and Southern Lights has absolutely blitzed them here. It's in front by a dozen lengths. It bolts in. Southern Lights, Definer, Tatum Baxter is 3rd. 4th over is Hyde Baxter. Timely Reminder next to go by. Beside that was Lynn Baxter, the inside, Springs Eternal, and Dallas Baxter is last in. No worries here. Easiest win of the day, number 2, Southern Lights. Completely embarrassed them by a huge margin. And it's absolutely, it was a nice 3rd on debut. And the improvement is, we'll have a look at that. Lucky's on the move, round the start, set, racing. Out and even, like Kinks missed it by a mile. One of the best out is Country Crossing. Expect Delays wide on the track behind those to Homebush Errol. About 3 lengths further astern behind those is Homebush Coral. Next over in the outside, Shadowbacks to making ground like Kinks after a slow getaway. Homebush Buck is well back, and Come On Dolly is last. Up they come here, Expect Delay in Country Crossing. Expect Delay. Homebush Errol will get second. Country Crossing nabbed late. Homebush Coral next to go by. La Kinks following those. Then we've got Shadowbacks to Homebush Buck and Come On Dolly amongst the tail enders. Expect Delay gets there. Number 6, that in Country Crossing. Homebush Errol was at them late in the piece for a slice of the minor pie. Expect Delay has the lead here. Country Crossing, they went at it the whole race. And after them late is Homebush Errol, who pokes up on the inside. So it'll be the 6, the 4 and the 5. There's nothing in that. I thought the 4 nabbed him. He did. How about the inside? Closing, set, racing. Out well, Opawa Bart narrowly in front, about to be swamped though by Puma Pants and Homebush Rocky, who charge forward. On the drift here, Opawa Bart goes back through them. Running into third is 1Z on the inside, San Sebastian out wide, then Opawa Bart. Back behind those, Business Affair, Homebush Kelso and Botany Win. In front here is Homebush Rocky. Puma Pants is trying hard on the outside. Homebush Rocky, I think Puma Pants, not much in it. Next over was 1Z. Over on the outside of that, closing quickly was Opawa Bart. In behind those came Homebush Kelso. Well back was 1Z. Botany Win was well back towards the tail of the field all the way. 2 beats 3 here. Just. Puma Pants tried hard the last little bit, but Homebush Rocky just had the wood on it all the way up the lane. It was closing, just misses. Third over is going to be 1Z, and Opawa Bart jumped, was on the drift, and got going again late in the piece. Nearly there. Off. Oh, missed it a bit, costing money. One of the best out here is Carberry to the outside. Tell the Boys goes out with it. Big bunch though, charging between them. Roadworks hits the lead. Roadworks pulls away. Smoke and Marley runs to second, and behind those then is Costing Money. The rest are shot further back to Rain Check behind those. Had a bit of a breakaway in behind those then is Homebush Riley. But down towards the line, Roadworks bolts in. Roadworks gets there from Costing Money. Smoke and Marley up close was Rain Check. In behind those came Homebush Riley. Tell the Boys the next to go by. Homebush Spike and Carburetor is last in. Interesting early that race. Roadworks just exploded from the pack across the top and just ran away. This is the dog we saw first up who looked really, really good. And this just might well be indeed its season because it has brained them. Costing Money and the outside Smoke and Marley. Ashley Bradshaw did get up to give a bit of cheek, didn't he? He's going to run third here, and Rain Check's the 4th one to go by. But he's nearly there. Racing. Out well was Homebush Slinky on the inside. Impersonator heads it off and goes to the lead. Lots of beers. Comes forward. And behind those to Get Ready Freddy. No Bro is next on the outside. Back behind those then is Outback Bill. Well back in the field, Nettie Sugun and Wrinkles at the back of the field. Impersonator hard to catch down towards the line. Impersonator beats Lots of Beersies. No Bro third. 4th in is Homebush Slinky. Behind those to Get Ready Freddy. Next to go by is Outback Bill and Nettie Seagoon and Wrinkles amongst the tail enders. Impersonator number 4, too good. 4 beats 7. No Bros into third. The other of the Connor runners. And Impersonator of Ashley Bradshaw takes the line.